Hello, so in this video we're gonna go through the process of installing Red Hat Openshift container platform on Ubuntu desktop. The kind of installation that we're gonna perform is it's going to allow you to access a full Openshift cluster running as a single node. It is called a single node Openshift. The particular thing of this kind of deployment is that a whole cluster is going to be sharing a worker and a master node within a single instance. So you'll see the process is pretty long in terms of time, and it is not going to be very difficult as long as you take note of a couple of tricks that you would be interested in knowing. So the first step is gonna be installing Virtual Manager on the Ubuntu desktop. We just do sudo apt install virt manager, and you will have the KVM engine running on your desktop. Let's just make sure that it was installed. You might need to reboot your laptop if it is the first time that you install this program. So next thing is gonna be going to the Red Hat console. For getting access to the Red Hat console, all you need to do is register. It is a completely free service from Red Hat. Once that you're inside the Red Hat console, you need to navigate to the Openshift clusters. I have already set as a favorite. So we move into Data Center, and then we click here on Create Cluster. Now, next step is going to be to fill all these fields on the form. First one is going to be giving a name to the cluster. I'm going to give it YouTube, for instance. Next, we have to define a base domain for the cluster. This is one of the tricks that you need to know in advance. I'm going to choose example jt.conf. You need to make sure that this domain is not registered. So for that, I'm going to check first, doing a ping, and yeah, the name is not reserved. I'm going to select the version of Openshift, let's say 4.12. The CPU type, in my case, is x86. I'm going to click on single node Openshift here. And all the rest, I'll leave it as the default is set. So on the next page, we can choose operators to install on the cluster. We are not going to install any one of those on this video. And then we get to this page in which we have to choose which type of image we're going to be creating. I'm going to choose this full image. I'm not going to use any of these other options. And now we will generate an ISO file. We have to copy the command here, and I'm gonna download the ISO file into my downloads folder. So we just paste, and we will download the image to our laptop. This is gonna take some time. Let's forward the video so that you get So we already have the image downloaded. It's approximately 1.1 gigabytes. Now we create a virtual machine now from this ISO image. We click forward. We need to browse the downloads folder so that we find the place where we have the file located. Is here. We select it. We need to say which is the kind of operating system that we are installing, because it is not automatically detected. I'll say here Linux generic version, and we can click forward. Now we have to set the memory and the CPUs that we are gonna provide to this virtual machine. Sorry. Now we select the size of the disk. We can do 110 gigabytes. Let's give it a little bit more. This is the bare minimum for an Openshift installation. And we will give a name to the virtual machine, Red Hat Openshift container platform. I will choose customize, and this is something which is also very important. You need to make sure that you have selected the virtual network to NAT, because the installation will need to access the internet. So let's just make sure that that we have everything. We can click on begin installation. Now from this point on, the process is going to be pretty automatic. It's not gonna be complex, but it is gonna be taking a lot of time. You'll see it. We will be forwarding some parts of the video just to make sure that you can see every single step that is gonna be taken. I will be pausing or speeding the video. The point here is that you need to make sure, and this is another thing that is important before you get into trouble, you need to make sure that you can ping from the host into the virtual machine. So as you can see, there is the IP address. We make sure that we can reach the virtual machine from the host, and we can now we have to go to this page and just wait a little bit of time, because when the installation script reach point, you will automatically see, or you see here now, that the host has been detected by the installer. So here you will need to make sure, well, first of all, let me change the name of the host from the MAC address to something like, I think I have to use lowercase here. I will say Red Hat Openshift cluster platform. I'll change the name of the host into this. You can see here all the elements. It's QEMU, virtual machine. I mean all the settings that I have provided to the virtual machine. I click next here. You'll see that we can choose here a storage. This is the disk that I have selected for the installation. I am leaving everything as you see on the defaults. If you see here, there are going to be times that you find that the status is not ready. We just need to give it some seconds for the program to continue and the information populated here is going to be automatically updated. So I click next, and you see that everything is ready to go. These are all the details of my cluster, the address, the size of the disk, and all the rest of the elements. And when we reach this point, we just click here on Install Cluster. Now here, this is the part of the process that is going to take a lot of time. If you have a look at the top of the screen, you will see the time in which this whole thing started. And you can see at the end of the video how long will it take to complete the installation, which is a lot of minutes. You'll see that I will be speeding up the video so that it is not boring one. But I think it was important to record the entire thing just to make sure that that you can have a look at some point. And make sure that you're not missing anything. So some minutes later, you will see that the installation has not even started yet. We are at 10% of the process, and the box is doing some stuff and doing all the magic inside. We have reached almost 40% of the process, and as you see, these are the stages, the time it is taking. You can open this page with all the cluster events, so that you can check which are the steps that have been taken during the installation process. From time to time, I like to open this option to see in which state are we. And from time to time also, you will see different events that have been logged by the system. So at some point, you can also have a look at the usage of the CPU. You will see how the virtual machine is going to be rebooted several times, and whenever it reaches this kind of stage, you will get it also. Log on the cluster events. Now, this part of the process is essentially downloading all the images that are gonna be running on the Openshift master node. And again, as I said, it is just a question of time, so you need to give you need to be patient and just see how all the process is going. So in essence, all this thing is creating a master node. Well, first it creates a boot node, which is creating the master node, and then once the master node has been created and initialized, then the master node will be creating the worker node within the cluster. As all these elements are on a single box, the process is going to be the same. The number of images that needs to be downloaded and run are the same, but everything is going to be packed on a single box. So at this stage, as you can see, the control plane is already running, and now is the time for the worker node to be booted. We are almost at 80% of the installation, but again, I recommend you have a look at the top of the screen to see you know, how much time this is taking, because obviously I'm speeding up the recording so that we don't need to wait here for almost 1 hour, which is the time that took to complete all this installation. And so, as you see now, all the images and the pods are downloaded, and we just need to wait. You can see here we already have the password and the KVM user ready, but still we have to wait to get to 100% before trying to get access to the console. So it apparently says that the clustering is almost completed. And there we go. So we reach, after almost 1 hour, we reach 100% of the installation. Now, it is very easy to go to think that you're going to be able to access the console after waiting so much time. If you click here, you will see that we don't get access to the console. The reason is very simple. The domain does not exist, and you will need to make sure that there is a way to get access to the console. We will explain in future videos a different option, but for the sake of completing the whole installation now, we will go the easy way on this video, and it is gonna be to add all these entries into the hosts file of the host, so that we can at least get access to the Openshift console after completing the installation. So we just have to make sure that we add all these entries on the hosts file, and paste. I'm gonna Control X, yes. So let me just show you how can we now ping the console or any of these addresses. So the moment you have this domain reachable, you see here it is pointing to the IP address of the virtual machine. Now we can try to access the Openshift console. We will get the classic security risk. So we accept the risk. We will get a second one from the authorization server. We will accept the risk again, and after accepting the risk, we will get access to the Openshift console. So let's click here again. So here we just give the username is going to be KVM here, and the password is going to be this one here. So we click on login, and we will get inside the single node Openshift cluster. So as you can see, I mean, it is one single master node. You can see all the Prometheus data. You will see all the projects are available. As you can see, there are a bunch of them, and you can navigate So I think that was it. I mean, I hope you you find it interesting, and in future videos we will be showing how to make different configurations and adding some features to this kind of installation. Well, I mean, you can see all these. You can see all these elements by yourself. So that is the complete video. I hope you like it. Bye.